There's a strange yet undeniable power in silence. Not the kind of silence where everything is still and quiet, but a deeper, more purposeful kind of quiet. One where your actions speak louder than your words. You've probably come across people who make their plans known to the world before they even get started. They announce their ambitions, speak of their dreams, and hope for encouragement. It's easy to fall into that trap, isn't it? But how many times have you witnessed those grand declarations fall apart, leaving nothing behind but empty promises? The truth is, speaking too soon can often dilute the very energy that could bring those plans to fruition. In a world where social media broadcasts every moment of our lives, where sharing our ideas and plans has become second nature, there's an underrated virtue in working in silence. Think about it. How often do we get caught up in the excitement of a new idea, feeling the urge to share it with everyone around us? It's tempting, right? To talk about the vision, to give people a glimpse of what you're planning. But in doing so, we risk losing the quiet momentum that could have propelled us forward. Consider the nature of action itself. Action, at its core, is a manifestation of intention. When we act without the noise of external validation or input, we create space for progress to unfold. But the moment we start speaking about our plans before the work is done, we dilute that energy. The spark we had is now met with external expectations, opinions, and pressure, forces that can sometimes be more harmful than helpful. Working in silence isn't just about keeping things to yourself for the sake of secrecy. It's about nurturing your ideas without letting them be corrupted by premature exposure. When you put your energy into action rather than words, you maintain control over the process. You're not distracted by the need for external validation or approval. Instead, you focus entirely on the work at hand. In the book The Power of Silence, author Carlos Castaneda emphasizes the importance of silence not just in speech, but in thought. He writes about how silence allows us to access our deeper selves, to listen more closely to our instincts, and to act with purpose. Without the constant noise of external chatter, we're able to connect more fully with our inner vision and work toward it undistracted. There's also something inherently powerful about keeping your work private until it's ready to be shared. This isn't about being secretive for the sake of secrecy, but about protecting the creative energy that you're investing in the project. You give it space to grow without the interference of outside opinions. After all, who's to say that the world is ready to hear your plans before they've even taken shape? Think about the creative process. Many successful artists, writers, and entrepreneurs spend years refining their ideas before they ever show them to anyone. Take J.K. Rowling, for instance, who spent years writing Harry Potter before even sharing it with a single publisher. Her journey wasn't about announcing to the world that she was working on something big. It was about focusing on the work itself, quietly perfecting her craft, and believing in her vision before anyone else saw it. In her case, silence allowed her to concentrate on the essence of her project, uninterrupted. This principle of working in silence is not just for artists and creatives. It applies to everyone. Whether you're starting a business, planning a career move, or working toward personal growth, the power of silence can help protect the integrity of your efforts. There's no need to broadcast every step along the way when what you really need is to focus on making the right steps in the first place. Consider the psychological aspect as well. When you tell others about your plans too early, you may inadvertently sabotage your own success. Studies in social psychology have shown that verbalizing your goals can create a false sense of accomplishment, tricking your brain into thinking the task is already completed. This can diminish the drive and motivation needed to actually follow through. Your brain gets a taste of the reward without having to put in the real work. Take a moment to reflect on a time when you shared a big idea with someone, only to feel a sense of deflation afterward. Did it motivate you to push harder, or did you feel a little less enthusiastic about taking the necessary steps? It's not uncommon to feel this way. When we talk too much about what we're going to do, we create a sense of fulfillment that can sap our energy. In a sense, we've already spoken our way through part of the journey. This effect isn't just limited to personal goals. In relationships, too, there's wisdom in working in silence before revealing everything. Think of a relationship where one partner is constantly talking about future plans without taking action. There's a sense of instability in that, isn't there? It can leave the other person wondering if those plans will ever come to fruition or if they're just empty words. On the other hand, someone who focuses on doing, who quietly works toward their goals, carries a sense of confidence. Their actions speak for them. They don't need to announce every small step along the way. Instead, the outcome of their work is the ultimate testament to their commitment. This isn't to say that there's no room for collaboration, advice, or feedback. Sharing your journey with trusted people, particularly when you're looking for guidance or mentorship, is valuable. But the key is timing. The moments when you open up should be deliberate, when you have something substantial to share rather than an incomplete idea or a fragile plan. In fact, the act of keeping things private can strengthen your resolve. It forces you to rely on your own judgment and discipline rather than seeking validation from others. You're free to make mistakes, learn, and grow without the weight of expectations bearing down on you. The moment you announce your plans to the world, you've already invited others into your process, for better or worse. You might face criticism, doubt, or unsolicited advice, none of which you need at the beginning of your journey. So, why is it so important to work in silence? First, silence allows you to build the strength and confidence needed to succeed. It's easy to fall into the trap of talking about your dreams, but the real challenge lies in making them a reality. Without the noise of external voices, you can better maintain your focus and determination. Second, keeping your plans private protects the integrity of your ideas. Not everyone needs to know what you're doing before you've had a chance to refine and complete your work. It's a personal journey, and there's power in keeping that journey to yourself until the time is right. Lastly, working in silence builds an air of mystery and credibility around your achievements. When you finally present your success, it's all the more impressive because it wasn't something you loudly declared at the start. It was something you built quietly, thoughtfully, and with intention. If you found this insight helpful, remember that sometimes the most powerful actions are the ones you take in silence. Let your actions speak louder than your words, and watch how they transform your life. If you're ready to apply this philosophy, don't forget to subscribe and share this journey with others who might be looking for the same quiet path to success.